Viene Modric, el centro, cabezazo, gol. Ronaldo! Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero!
Va a pegarle Ronaldinho Gaucho. Ya lo hace. Pierna derecha, directo al arco. ¡Golazo! ¡Golazo! ¡Golazo!
Buenos días, good morning, good afternoon, buenas tardes, buenas noches, good, well, whatever time you're listening to. Hello again. Woo, man, it's been a while. It's been a long time since I've done one in my own kitchen studio. Okay, first of all, let's start off by saying I've missed you guys, the 4 people that I have listening. Yes, I know, between you 4 people, sorry for not giving you any episodes during the World Cup, but business took off like crazy, man. You don't know. Anyway, I'm back. I am going to continue doing episodes twice a week again. I'm going to try doing it solo, see if that works out. I tried it last time. It was okay. I'm gonna see if I get any guests for you guys. Bring in some, maybe some pro footballers. I don't have that kind of power. Maybe Fernando, if you're listening, you do. You can help us out, please. Thank you. So yeah, World Cup. What do I think? If that's what you're gonna ask, I don't know, man. I don't know. It was such a weird, strange World Cup. It blew my mind. I mean, Croatia making it to the final was like, holy shit. Am I right? Yeah, I am right. Who would have fucking thought that Croatia would have fucking went to the final? I mean, everybody said France, Brazil, Germany, Spain, France, Argentina, Germany again, Argentina, France. But I mean, look, Argentina barely made it out. They got humiliated by champions, France. Germany lost the first game to Mexico. Then they lost to South Korea. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. You losing to South Korea, and no disrespect to South Korea, like I said in my previous episode, but holy shit, man. Like, you have to be super stacked and super strong, but they proved that they don't have to be. They just have to play good football, and that's what they did. Well, Spain lost to the host nation on penalties, and if I'm not mistaken, the statistics were like stupid. They had like 73% possession, while Russia had like 20 something. Dumb, ridiculous, dumb. Brazil, we lost to, I say we because I am Brazilian. Excuse me. We lost to Belgium, which was fantastic game, fantastic team, strong team. All the credit goes to Belgium. And then the 4th team that everybody predicted to win the final was France. But one team that I do want to give some recognition to is England. Not a lot of people believed in me. Number one person who didn't believe me was my dad. He didn't believe England was getting out of the group. He said Belgium, and he said watch, Tunisia was going to surprise you. And they did surprise people, because Tunisia, if I'm not mistaken, they tied against England. They lost horribly to Belgium. And if I'm not mistaken, they beat Panama. Maybe 3-1 or 2-1, something like that. I can't remember. So respect to England. Congratulations to France. Belgium, great generation. Jesus Christ. I mean, the likes of Hazard, Lukaku, De Bruyne, Batshuayi, Vertonghen, Company, Courtois. World, whatever, however you pronounce his name. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Jesus, man, that team was stacked. And on top of that, you have Thierry Henry sitting on bench with Roberto Martinez leading the team. So, holy shit. So this World Cup, I talk more about it, but if I had a guest on, I don't have a guest. I'm lonely at the moment. Maybe when we have on Fernando or we have another guest on, I'll talk more about World Cup. But aside from World Cup, next thing we're looking forward to is Champions League, La Liga, Premier League, Bundesliga, Serie A, every European football that's coming up now. Right now, what's going on is the International Champions Cup. That's being held here, and I know in some part of Asia. There's some teams playing over there. Man United lost the other day, badly, 4-1, with a beautiful... If you didn't see that goal from Shaqiri, oh my God, what a freaking... It was a beautiful bicycle. Just go look it up. Man United versus Liverpool, 4-1. If I'm not mistaken, it is the last goal of the game. And just go check that out. Today, enough chit chat. Let's start out with some news. Today, what's his name? The big guy, Cristiano Ronaldo. He arrived in Turin, Italy. So he's with Juventus, and that's a huge signing. I mean, let's stop down and talk about that signing. That signing is huge for not only Juventus, but huge for the teams that Juventus will play, and huge for the league. Because before this signing, and I'm not going to give all the credit to Cristiano Ronaldo, but I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo alone is a huge name. Before this signing, Serie A is just Juventus. Just Juventus, and just the likes of Dybala, Higuain. Then you had Napoli because of the coach Maurizio Sarri. What's his name? Hamsik from Napoli. Lorenzo from Napoli. Higuain, Dybala, Cuadrado. Basically 100% Juventus, and then a little bit of Napoli. But now, I was speaking to one of my other guests the other day, Gaston. You guys remember him? Loudmouth of Uruguay that doesn't shut up. I was speaking to him the other day about it, and he brought up something that really caught my attention, which is that it's not only a huge signing for Juventus, but it's also a huge signing for Serie A. Why does he say that, and why do I agree? Because of the fact, if you think about it, a signing like that, just like it makes you, it makes you as a club want to be like, holy shit, Juventus just signed Ronaldo. That's one of, if not the biggest players in the planet right now, the best players on the planet right now, and we got to step up our game. We got to get our shit together and start fucking signing players. So that'll just boost the likes of AC Milan, Inter Milan, Bologna, Genoa, Sampdoria, all these other teams, Parma, who just got back in it. So with this signing, it's not only good for Juventus, because let's face it, Juventus with Ronaldo and with the team that they already have, it's going to be a killer squad. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't want to speak too soon, but I don't want to jinx it either. But I can probably see Juventus into possibly the semifinal of the Champions League. I don't want to go overboard and say final, because Juventus still with Ronaldo in it, and these other signings. Not only Ronaldo, João Cancelo, who's Portuguese, who came from Valencia, if I'm not mistaken. They signed Leo Spina. He's an Italian. They signed someone else. I can't remember whom. But, they all need to build up their chemistry. And yeah, I guess by by that time, if they do make it to the semifinal, they already build up some sort of chemistry. Which yes, I agree 100%. But they need to really build a strong team. It's not only buying players here and there. They need to create this ultimate squad. You need to build chemistry and know how each other play. Find that identity within the team. Because when Ronaldo joined Real Madrid, yes, he was only like 20 something years old, or 24 years old if I'm not mistaken. But didn't win the Champions League within a snap. Didn't win La Liga within a snap either. So it's gonna take some time. And I mean, come on, Real Madrid has always had a killer squad. So you would always imagine that Real Madrid would win the Champions League. So this case is most likely going to be the same thing. Obviously, different players, obviously a different club, but I can see Ronaldo helping Juventus take them to the semifinal. So that's a huge signing, and let's see what these other clubs in Italy do, because you got AC Milan, who has history. You got Inter Milan, who also has history. Napoli has been pushing probably the same amount of time as Juventus, maybe a little later, but they're up there. I can't really remember. There's another team I know that's there, that's also pushing. I know Sampdoria, but I don't want to disrespect any other teams. But it's gonna be more intense, because like I said, with the signing of Ronaldo, you're gonna get clubs to wake up like, holy shit. They can sign Ronaldo, they're gonna freaking squish us. That's their mindset, obviously. But they're gonna push for bigger signings and spend more money, so that they don't lose to Juventus. Now, speaking of that, there is a signing that's not a signing, a rumor that's pretty interesting that's going on, and it has to do with Juventus and the club that I've been mentioning, which is AC Milan. There's a rumor going around that Bonucci and Higuain are going to swap places. What do I mean? If you don't understand what this means, then Jesus Christ. That means AC Milan, see, this is a perfect example. AC Milan, they want to strengthen their squad. How? They want to switch Bonucci and Higuain. And on top of that, to make it the rumors spice it up more, is that Bonucci was quoted saying that he wants to go back to Juventus. Why? I honestly don't know. I mean, I can't really speak because I'm an AC Milan fan. When it comes to Serie A, I do support AC Milan. But I guess Bonucci's used to that success from Juventus. So but there is a rumor that Bonucci is going or wants to go to Juventus, and Higuain is going to swap places with him to go to AC Milan. Now, will that happen? I don't know. I could see it happening only because Juventus would like to strengthen their defense, and Bonucci is a fantastic center back. Hands down, this guy is at least in the top 5 alongside Sergio Ramos and Rafael Varane. So I can see that happening, and on top of that, Giorgio Chiellini, he is aging. He's not aging to the point where they want to get someone to replace him, but he is aging. He's not getting any younger, obviously. So yeah, that's. I don't really see. If anything, the most I see is Juventus buying him back. I don't really see Higuain going to AC Milan. I honestly can't see that happening. But if it does happen, Jesus Christ, obviously they will get a lot stronger only up top. Then you got to fill that void that Bonucci left. On top of that, your midfield is still not. Oh my God, they're freaking amazing. No, that they're not. That they're not going to be that good. But anyway, yes, that's a rumor that Bonucci is headed over to Juventus while Higuain is headed over to AC Milan. Now, I know if they do that, AC Milan will be paying will be paying a little bit of extra money to Juventus because I guess this is all a rumor. I guess Higuain is worth more than Bonucci. I have no clue. Next thing I have on the list is not that big of a deal, but if anybody saw, I posted it on my Instagram page. Messi today, his wife recorded him playing in his backyard with his dog. I think his dog's name is Hulk. He pretty much retired the dog because Jesus Christ, he was just chipping the ball over the dog. The second the dog got like an inch away, he like flipped it over. It was crazy. It was pretty good. Check out the video. It's at Mundo D Futbol. Now when I mean D, I mean Mundo D E Futbol. Okay, yes, I had to change it, and I eliminated my other 3 pages: MDF Row, MDF Americas, MDF Europe. Why? Because Instagram decided to disable me again. I have no idea why, but that's long story short. I shortened everything to 1 page, and now you can follow me at Mundo D Futbol. So, and between Mundo and Futbol is DEE. Check it out. Video's pretty good. Leave a like, leave a comment if you want to. Another crazy rumor that hasn't really hit headlines yet is Jordan Pickford, who last season, if I'm not mistaken, he signed from Sunderland to Everton. He is rumored to be headed to Chelsea with the Belgian goalkeeper Courtois. He's pushing basically for a move to Real Madrid. Now, there's only been rumors, and there's only been people like me, in ESPN, or people doing podcasts, people doing shows, talking about how he's rumored to be going to Real. Now, that's not 100% true, and it's not. He's not signed yet. There's talks going on, but it's not official. But it looks like Chelsea are looking for a backup. Take that back. They're looking for a replacement for Courtois in case the move and the transfer does go through. And Pickford is the likely one to go back. I also heard another rumor of Peter Cech coming back. How do I see that? Peter Cech, don't get me wrong, he's a Chelsea legend. He's a goalkeeping legend and a football legend, and he's still great. He's still good. But I don't see that being a logical move because, he is old. And you don't want to sign a goalkeeper. And, God forbid and God bless, he doesn't get injured where it, slows him down from getting back. Excuse me. Pickford, he is likely. This is a rumor, so it didn't come from Chelsea. I saw it on Instagram somewhere. I didn't get the source. Sorry, I didn't steal your crap. But yeah, Pickford is likely to be a replacement for Chelsea. No, that's a rumor. So like I was talking about Courtois heading to Real. That's been going on since I think Belgium got out of the group stages. Matter of fact, no. I've talked about it on previous episodes. Courtois has been linked with Real, and also Hazard. But now it's growing more because of the great World Cup that they had, because they had a good World Cup. And Courtois, he also won the Golden Glove Award. So that basically shows you what a good goalkeeper he was, and he is. So what do you think? Let me know. Courtois to Real, is it a good move? I would say yes if Keylor Navas wasn't there, but Keylor Navas is there, and I don't see why you would get rid of Keylor Navas unless he's slowing down as he's aging. But he's doing good. He's gotten them the last 3 Champions Leagues, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the last 3, because the one a few years ago before these 3 consecutive, it was Casillas. Now you got Keylor Navas. Why get rid of him? I understand you want Courtois, but Courtois is a fantastic goalkeeper, and he's doing fine. Keylor Navas is a great Costa Rican goalkeeper. Why get rid of him? There's no point of getting rid of him. Hazard, on the other hand, that I see happening. Why? Because they lost their big man. They lost Cristiano Ronaldo. Now he's at Juventus. And who do you have next? Now, yes, I understand what you're thinking. I'm a Barca fan, so I'm not going to see that Gareth Bale is their main man. No, I'm sorry. He's only showed up on basically, yes, he showed up on winning goals. Okay, I get it. He showed up on winning goals, but he doesn't show up the way Ronaldo shows up. Ronaldo shows up pretty much every game. I mean, yeah, last season he started off rocky, but that's because he had an injury. Then he made up for it. So obviously, what I'm saying is you need to find another star man. I'm not saying to go and look for another Cristiano Ronaldo, because that won't happen. I mean, it'll be years, maybe hundreds of years, till you see another Cristiano Ronaldo. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a fantastic player. But Hazard, I can see him leaving because of what he's done at Chelsea and what Chelsea has done, in this past few years with Hazard. Don't get me wrong, it's not just Hazard. It has to come from, the whole team, because it is a team sport. But he's not getting any younger. And obviously not my dream, but a lot of young boys' dreams are to join Real Madrid. It is one of the best clubs in the world. I'm not going to say it is the best. You already know me. For me, they're not the best. But they are a great club with a lot of history and a lot of legendary players. And, you want to go there and you want to make your mark. Hazard is that type of player, and he's a flashy player. He's a player that, he fits well. He would fit well into Real Madrid's system, and it would be great for him to leave and go to La Liga and play for Real Madrid, because he's a La Liga player, especially, if you come from France, then you go and you have a great career at the Premier League. It's one of the best leagues in the world. You know what I'm saying? So for him to do great at Chelsea, obviously he didn't win a lot of trophies for them, but like I said a few minutes ago, he can't do it on his own. But he did a lot. So for him to go from Chelsea to Real Madrid, I see it happening. 100%. Do I support it? No. I'm never going to support any signing from Real Madrid. But can I see it happening? Yes, of course. I think it could work out. Speaking on Chelsea, the new coach, Maurizio Sarri, he is looking to sign Lewandowski. Now, Lewandowski has been rumored to be signed here, to be signed there, to be signed here, to be signed there, blah, 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 bunch of different places. But the latest rumor is that he's wanted at Chelsea. Now, how do I see that? Excuse me. How do I see that coming out? I can see it happening. It would be an easy win for Chelsea to go into the Europa. Because then, what else do you need? You got Lewandowski up top and N'Golo Kante in the middle, alongside Hazard if he stays, Willian, Cesc Fabregas, Gary Cahill in the back with Rudiger and Aspi, and then Courtois. That's a stacked team, bro. You don't win the Europa, then just something's wrong with you guys. But aside from joking around, Maurizio Sarri is headed to. He's not headed to. He's looking to sign Lewandowski. I know Bayern Munich want to keep him, and I know he wants to leave. He even told the new head coach Niko Kovac that he is he does want to leave, but Niko Kovac, if I'm not mistaken, I was just reading a few moments ago that he said that he doesn't want him to leave, and he doesn't care that he wants him to leave. So I think he put his foot down and kind of said that Lewandowski is not leaving anywhere. Do I want to see it happen? Because in the Premier League, I'm a United fan, as you guys know. No, I don't. But it would be. I'd kind of like to see Chelsea kind of, step up again, because they've been boring and easy to beat. Not as a United fan, but as other small teams. They're just, being pushed off the side, and they finished 5th. Like, holy crap, bro. What's up with you guys? 5th or 4th? I think it's 4th. Can't remember. But yeah, that's that. Next, what we have, not that big. I kind of saw it coming. Everton are looking to sign Marcos Rojo, the Argentinian defender. He hasn't had enough playing time in Man United for him to, want to stay. So I can see it happening. But Everton seem to look like they're Premier League contenders because they want Rojo. They are in early talks with Lucas Digne from Barcelona. They're being rumored to sign Yerry Mina, the Colombian, pretty much the goal scorer for Colombia in this World Cup, from Barcelona, who hasn't been doing good. Which I really can't blame because he didn't really get enough playing time. And I was speaking to Fernando. You guys know Fernando. I was speaking to Fernando at a Red Bull game not too long ago that we believe Yerry Mina should get more playing time. A lot more playing time than what he got. And any Barca fans out there that are listening to this, don't get mad at me or Fernando for saying this, because I am going to quote Fernando. I'm not going to be the only one to get yelled at. That we believe this season, Piqué should sit down more. Like Puyol's last 2 seasons, where he sat down a lot and he came in the second half, or he came in, whenever we really needed him. Because you got to admit it, Gerard Piqué, he's getting old. He's aging. He's coming to his end. And maybe not this season. I say maybe another 2-3 seasons. But with the likes of Yerry Mina, after this World Cup, I liked him when he was at Palmeiras. I still do. He's a fantastic center back. He might have had some, F-ups when he played for Barcelona this past season. But Ernesto Valverde barely gave him any time. You got to give the kid more time. He's young, he's tall, he's strong, he's a goal scorer. Okay, you can't say that about a lot of center backs, aside from Ramos, Madrid fans. Aside from Ramos, I get it. But Yerry Mina, he needs to get some experience. At least put him in the Copa del Rey or some. No disrespect to smaller teams, but at least put him in against like Deportivo Alavés or Leganés or Las Palmas, to get some game time to get him, warmed up. Because we already have some Umtiti. Some Umtiti, he has his spot. He's not going anywhere. That rumor of him going to United is done. He signed a new contract before the World Cup. He's set. But Yerry Mina, I feel like, and also Fernando feels like, he should start more. And Piqué should sit down more on bench and just come on second half if we need him, or just at least play the big games until Yerry Mina's a little warmed up. So yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm going around and around, but yeah. So if Everton sign Mina, Rojo, and Lucas Digne, that's 3 out of 4 spots. That depends on what the coach wants to play. If he wants to play 3 in the back or 4 in the back, but if you're playing 4 in the back, you got 3 out of 4 spots. You're pretty much set. And Marcos Rojo is a good buy. He's not that bad of a defender. Is he Mourinho's defender? I don't think so. Obviously, because he's not getting playtime. It's Antonio Valencia, Chris Smalling, Eric Bailly, and Luke Shaw who's getting more playing time. Not Luke Shaw, Ashley Young. There we go. So yeah, Everton, they look like they're doing something with their defense, because if I'm not mistaken, they still got Leighton Baines. So there we go. You got a 4 right there. Just put Rojo and what's his face, Mina center, Lucas Digne on right, Leighton Baines on left. You're set, bro. That's good. Staying in the Premier League, Willian is rumored to be headed to Barca. Now, as a Barcelona fan and a Brazil fan, that excites me. I'm like, oh my god, freaking amazing. And on top of that, it makes it better for the chemistry with Coutinho and Willian. On top of that, Willian could play with Suarez and Messi. Holy shit, bro. That makes me excited. I'm like, dude, yeah, go for it. Do I see that as logical? Don't know. Do I see that it's a Chelsea thing? I doubt it. Why? Chelsea's never been a team to sell their good players, you know. And yes, he's 27, but he's not that old. He's still got years, you know, to play. But if they sell Hazard, you know, and then they sell Willian, that's going to piss off the Chelsea fans. Because it's like, dude, you're selling two of our best players. What the fuck? You know, I'd do that. That's like... No, I can't compare it to Barcelona. Barcelona's a lot bigger than Chelsea. Wink, wink. JK. JK, Chelsea fans. But, yeah, he's being rumored to Barcelona. I think Barcelona might not look at him because they just signed that other Brazilian, Malcolm, who played for, I think, Bordeaux in France. I'm not 100% sure. My head's a little crazy because I've been taking orders for the business, you know, people buying jerseys left and right, and then trying to, you know, get shit for the show. So forgive me, you know, hold on with me. Another crazy rumor is André Gomez and Dembele headed out of Barca. André Gomez, I can see. Why? No disrespect to André Gomez. Obviously, he's a good player because he's a professional soccer player. And I'm sitting here behind the mic in front of a cell phone on Instagram Live, not playing professional soccer. So yeah. So I have no right to speak. But I'm a fan of Barca, so I have a right to criticize. And this is going to be fun. Ever since André Gomez signed with Barcelona, he hasn't really done much. He might have scored a goal here and there. I'm not going to say it's lucky, but I'm not going to say it was a well-built goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like he took on a few defenders and then put the goal behind the net. No. André Gomez, he doesn't really contribute, nor does he fit into the Barcelona system. He's one of those players that the team just bought just to fill in. And which was stupid because you have Rafinha Alcantara there, who's a youth product from La Masia, or La Masia. I forget how to pronounce it. Don't criticize me. I'm good. I'll find out how to pronounce it. Rafinha Alcantara, and then you have Sergi Roberto too on top of that. You know, to play in that role, to play alongside Rakitic and Busquets. You know, and at the time Paulinho, even though they just sold him, which was another dumb move, but with André Gomez, that wasn't a good buy. You know, a good buy, not goodbye. A good buy. He should have stayed at Valencia. He should have never took on that offer. And Valencia were doing good with him because that year Valencia was moving up. Don't get me wrong, they still are. But he should have stayed with Valencia. Now, the French winger Dembele, who came from Dortmund, why would he leave? Why would you sell him? That's the number one question. Why would you sell him? You answer me that. Because I honestly don't get it. Why would you sell a young star who's doing fantastic things? He doesn't get enough playing time. Okay, I get that. So you can loan him out. But to sell him? Dude, that's dumb. That's a dumb move. Why would you sell a young star? You know, I get you have Messi. You know, your sole focus is to make Messi happy and to have Messi there. On top of that, you have Luis Suarez. Okay, I get that. Then you had Iniesta, so he's out of the picture. You have Rakitic. You have Busquets. You have Piqué. You know, you have Coutinho. Who else you have? Jordi Alba. Ter Stegen. You have all these people. You know, but if you really think about it, in his position, you have Messi, Coutinho, Malcolm, Munir, the Spanish player who went on loan to Valencia, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Valencia. Anyway, but he's a young star. That, to me, that does not make sense. Like, why would I sell him? It's like, how can I compare it? Okay, it's like Real Madrid. I'm not gonna attack you, Madrid. So relax. Don't get on me. It's like they just signed Vinicius Jr., right? And he's played. Let's say he played the season with them already. And he's scored a few goals here and there. Gave some assists. He's done some beautiful plays. But then he's rumored the next summer to be sold out when he's done good for you. Why would you sell Vinicius Jr.? Answer me that. That doesn't make sense. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Real Madrid would do that. That's just not their logic. Now, Barcelona, for you to go ahead and sell Dembele, that doesn't make sense. Why would you do that? Messi's getting older. Suarez is getting older. Okay, and Dembele can not fill in those shoes, but he can, step up to the plate and play in those positions. Play in at least Messi's position. You know what I'm saying? So, it doesn't make sense to buy a youth player for a crap load of money. If I'm not mistaken, it was 100 and something million euros. And then to sell him the season right after? That doesn't make sense. That's dumb. So, do I see it happening? Yes, because Barcelona is known to do stupid things like that. Is it smart? No, it's not. So, I don't really see it happening because it would be crazy for them to do that, because they're not really known to buy young players and sell them out like that. Because with, for example, Andres Gomez, he wasn't young when we signed him. He was already 24, 25, whatever it is. But enough about Barcelona or these transfers. This summer, if you haven't noticed, this player that I'm about to mention, he didn't play in the World Cup. Okay, he didn't play in the World Cup at all. He didn't really play that much in Champions League because his team didn't really last that much in Champions League. But there's a lot of hype over him, and it's like, for me personally, I'm like, where's this coming from? Like, how? Why? Christian Pulisic, or Pulisic, however you want to pronounce it, you pronounce it the way you want to pronounce it. He's being rumored to head to Liverpool, which has been going on for a long time, only because his former boss Jurgen Klopp is their new head coach. Man United has been wanting to sign him. It's a rumor. Tottenham Hotspurs, and also Chelsea. Now I know one guy who wants Chelsea to buy him. Yes, Matt, that's you. Matt was one of my guests. Obviously, he's American and he's a Chelsea fan, so he wants them to be signed Christian. But I personally don't think they should sign Christian, because not that I don't think they should sign him. I don't think Pulisic should leave just yet. He's still young, and he's doing good at Dortmund. This season he got noticed a lot more, so that I can understand the hype over him. But he didn't play in the World Cup. He didn't play in a major tournament this summer. He's playing right now in the International Champions Cup. Yes, I know. That's not a big cup, though. That's really something for the reserves and the people who didn't play for the World Cup or didn't play during the summer to get some extra time in. It's a preseason. That's what it is. But he's too young still. I think he needs to grab a little bit more experience with Dortmund before he leaves onto a Premier League club. Maybe he should stay there for a year, maybe an extra year, so maybe 2 years, before he leaves onto a Premier League club or to any other club. I was talking to Matt actually a few weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, that there was this crazy rumor that Real Madrid wanted to sign Pulisic. No. I agree with Matt. He said that they would ruin him. 100%. You can't just go from Dortmund at that age. I don't know how old he is, but I know he's young. Excuse me. To go on to Real Madrid and just be the star man because Ronaldo left. No. That's way too much pressure. Okay? And he's just gonna get ripped apart. He's too young. He needs experience. So he's doing well at Dortmund. Leave him at Dortmund. He should stay. If you're listening to this, Pulisic, which I highly doubt, but it would be amazing for you to listen to this so I could post it and brag about it a little bit. Don't leave Dortmund. Don't leave Dortmund. You're doing good. You're grabbing that experience. You're picking up those goals. He is basically the new Captain America. He is. I posted it. I said it in my caption. I believe so. He's an American Idol. Yeah, I know how. I just realized how this sounded. Okay, he's an idol for all Americans who play football. Because he left at such a young age, and look where he is now. He's doing fantastic things at Dortmund. So my suggestion for him, don't leave yet. It's a little too soon. The experience he needs to get it a little bit more. Then after a year, maybe 2 years, depending on how good he gets this season, he should leave. Then start looking to play for Liverpool. Liverpool is actually, I personally think it would be a good Premier League team for him to go to. If not, Tottenham Hotspurs, definitely. Don't go to Man United. If he were to go to Man United, Mourinho would ruin him. He's not a Mourinho player. City, I can see. They already have enough. And who's the other one I had? Chelsea. Depending on how Mauricio Sarri does, then alright, you can go. Alright, moving on from Pulisic. Well, you let me know. Let me know what you think. Should Pulisic stay? I could be wrong. I could be looking at this in a totally different way. So you let me know. Do you think Pulisic should stay at Dortmund? Should he leave to Premier League? Or if you're one of those crazy people that maybe, created the rumor, should he go to Real Madrid? Let me know. Tweet us. Look us up. MDF Podcast 1 on Twitter. If not, send a message through Instagram. Okay, moving on. Madrid fans, apparently this is what's going on at Real Madrid. Madrid fans want Harry Kane as the Cristiano Ronaldo replacement. That's crazy. I would never think Real Madrid fans want Harry Kane. Do I see it happening? Honestly, no. I don't. They have the money, yes. But I still think... Don't get me wrong. Like I said in my last episode with Futbol, I think highly of Harry Kane. He's fantastic. At Spurs, he's the man. He did good. He did fantastic this season. He didn't really show up too much at England. He was... And don't attack me because, yes, I saw his goal record. He scored 6 goals. I think, again, don't quote me or don't correct me because I'll look up after this episode and I'll see if I'm right or wrong. He's a goal scoring machine. He's great. He's good. But I think he still needs something to prove. I think he needs to gain a little bit more experience. And I think with this World Cup, he gained some experience. Because for that England team to go that far, and not a lot of people to place their bets on England, that young group proved a lot of people... Proved the world wrong. Put it that way. Proved the world wrong. And on top of that, his season with Tottenham did him a lot of good because look at how he's been doing in the past 3 years. He's been great. He won the Golden Boot last year. And no, this year was Salah. And so last year he won the Golden Boot. He's doing good. But I don't think he's ready to be a Galactico. I don't think so. So yeah, Madrid fans want Harry Kane. Again, you guys are crazy. But the club are looking at Edison Cavani, el uruguayo. That's for Gaston. Do I see it happening? Probably. But I don't think Cavani's. I don't think Cavani would go to Real Madrid. Can it happen? Yes. Will it happen? I don't know. It's kind of a complicated thing to think about because, excuse me, I don't know too much on Cavani. Honestly, I don't really know too much on Cavani. What I do know is he's a fantastic striker. He's a number 9. Like, he's good. But he's one of those quiet players. You get what I'm saying? He's not too flashy. So that's why I wouldn't see him as at Real Madrid, because he's not one of those, those players that go all crazy. And he's not like Benzema. Benzema's quiet, but he's flashy. You get what I'm trying to say? Cavani's not like that. Cavani's the player. He's a player that you want because he's quiet. But then again, a team like Real Madrid or a club like Real Madrid wouldn't want a player like that because he's not flashy. He's not out there as much. Example: Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, Sergio Ramos, Mbappe, Pogba. Those are players that they're more outgoing. Cavani's not like that as much, and I can't really see Cavani going. So I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it there for you. You let me know. I mean, again, like my the other topic, I could be wrong. Cavani, could fit perfectly well. I have no idea. That's just my opinion. So you let me know. Tweet us at MDF Podcast 1. I'll tweet you back because I'm the one that runs it. So, and plus, nobody tweets us at MDF Podcast 1. So you can be the first one. Hey, thank you. Super. Okay. Let's talk about the love-hated player of the world. No, not Ibrahimovic. If you hate Ibrahimovic, something's wrong with you. Mentally, physically, everything. Talking about Neymar. Neymar was in an interview with Gillette. The thing that I should probably get because I'm on IG Live right now. So I'm looking at myself and I think I should shave. This beard is all weird. Plus with the alopecia. Hey, maybe I should go to my guy Danny. Huh. Name drop. Anyway, he was in an interview with Gillette. And I'm going to read everything that he just said. Or that he said today. When I look impolite, it is not because I am a spoiled kid. It is because I have not learned how to deal with my frustrations. There's still a boy inside of me. Sometimes it dazzles the world. Other times it pisses everyone off. You may think I've fallen too much, but the reality is I did not fall. I crumbled, and it hurts more than anyone stepping on your operated ankle. I took time to accept your criticism. I took time to look at myself in the mirror and become a new man. Now, what do I think of him? I spoke with Futbol on my last episode and on his show. And with Neymar, I have a love-hate relationship. Why do I love him? It's obvious. He's Brazilian. I kind of have to, but I really don't. I don't like him because I'm a fan that I don't like too much flashy. That's why the players that I name aren't that flashy. Ronaldinho wasn't really flashy. Puyol wasn't flashy. Carlos Tevez, Wayne Rooney, Adriano. I guess Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo. I guess he was flashy. But let me not get off topic. With Neymar, what I don't like about him is I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I don't like how he dives too much. Alright? I hate the diving. I despise the diving. It pisses me off. Why does it piss me off? Number one reason why I don't like him is diving is because most of the time, almost 99.9% of the time, it's obvious. He's throwing himself. Then he rolls on the floor as if he broke into someone's house and he's the FBI and he's like pointing his gun, get down, get down, get down. And I'm not even trying to make jokes at this. It's really annoying to watch your country play in a World Cup and you're out there throwing yourself left and right. Now, do I understand why? I do now because I had to have someone explain it to me, which is one of our guests, Fernando, our buddy Fernando, explained it to me. And like he says here, you may think I've fallen too much, but the reality is I did not fall. I crumbled, and it hurts more than anyone stepping on your operated ankle. Okay. I get that you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to break your leg. You don't want to break your ankle. You don't want to break your... I get you don't want to get severely injured. 100% agree with that, because I was once a player, as I'm sure you who are listening were once a player. And you don't want to get hurt. I mean, who wants to get hurt playing soccer? Nobody. That's either... You're probably like a jackass member who wants to get hurt. Okay? But I get that you're trying to protect yourself, but it's a little too much and it's over the top at times with Neymar. Now, you who are listening, if you're listening right now, I know for a fact you watched the World Cup. Okay? I'm pretty sure you saw most of the Brazil games, not because of Brazil, but because of Neymar. Or if not, if you didn't even have to. All you have to do is just go on Instagram or go on Twitter or go on Facebook, and you would have seen the memes or the highlight reels of some of Brazil's games when Neymar played. And you saw a lot of dives. I saw a lot of dives. And it's annoying. On top of the fact that I hate the dives, me being a fan of Brazil and a Brazilian rooting for my country in the World Cup, it's annoying when you have people pick on you because of Neymar and his theatrics. Believe me, I agree with you. When you make fun of me because of my guy Neymar, I air quoted it because I don't like him. He's not my guy. Okay? He's not my guy at all. He throws himself way too much. And like I said before, and like I said to Fernando, where we were speaking about him throwing himself, I get that you want to protect yourself, but you overdo it. And at that time that I'm speaking about is the quarterfinal against Belgium. You saw the first half. If you didn't, go back and watch the first half. He played like a clown, just like in the other previous games that he played in. He played like a clown, up and down, left and right, up and down. Dropping himself, throwing himself, dropping, crying, fake everything. The second the ref called Brazil and Belgium to come back onto the pitch to play the second half and to finish the game, you saw a change in Neymar. I know you did, because I did, and I spoke with Futbol on my last episode about it. Actually, Futbol brought it up. Neymar was a completely different player. He didn't dive. He knew once he was fouled, when he was really fouled, not that diving shit. Once he was really fouled and the ref didn't call it, he was like, come on, let's play. Why? Because the ref already knew his history from the past, what was it, 4 games? Yeah. In the previous 4 games, he already saw his history. He saw that he threw himself. He saw that he kept diving. So, can you really blame the ref? Seriously, as a Brazilian, or as a soccer fan in general, can you blame the ref for not giving him the foul? No. You really can't. I can't. Yeah, was I pissed in the moment? Of course, because I want my country to go on to the semifinals. But you really can't blame the ref. I mean, he saw the history with him diving. And on top of that, Neymar's known to be a diver. He's been known to be a diver since his days at Santos. I mean, come on. Go back, watch him at Santos. Go back, watch him at Barca, at PSG, and with Brazil. He's always been a diver. Okay, so I'm kind of on the fence with him. I hope that he does change. With his last few statements, I took time to accept your criticism. I took time to look at myself in the mirror and become a new man. So I hope he does follow this, because it's really getting annoying to constantly see memes that he's rolling, or he's diving, or he's faking, because it's annoying. Not only as a Brazilian fan, but as a soccer fan. Because when anybody dives, I hate it. When Suarez dives, pisses me off. No, not because it's a Barcelona player. When any player dives, it just ruins how you watch the game. Because it's like, dude, because any little dive could convert into a penalty. It could convert into a free kick. It can convert into a foul. And that could convert into a goal to either get your team to it, get your team to win, which obviously everybody wants and everybody accepts because their team is winning. I'm just like that. If someone dives from my team and we end up winning, of course I'm going to accept it. What am I going to bitch? No. Should I? Yes, it's the right thing to do, but I don't. But even when it goes against you, you start bitching and complaining. And I hate that. I really hate that. So I hope that what Neymar says here in this interview with Gillette, I hope he changes. I hope he does become a new man and changes from a boy into a man so that he realizes that his theatrics isn't going to get him anywhere. It's not going to get him the Champions League, and it's not going to get you the World Cup or the Copa America or the League One or whatever. It's not going to get you anything. So I hope he changes his mindset and he starts playing the way he really plays, which is those 45 minutes against Belgium. That's the Neymar we want to see, and that's the Neymar that should be playing. Done with that. Now, speaking of Neymar, does he still have the spotlight at PSG? Answer me that question. Because you look at it, and I know you guys saw the memes. I've saw the memes, and it's hysterical. Mbappe won the World Cup. He's 19 years old. He's the new guy. He's pretty much the new poster boy for PSG. And it seems like he's going to be the guy with the spotlight. You know, he's going to be the star of PSG. Last summer it was Neymar because the hype was around Neymar. Because Neymar, came from Barcelona, from a fantastic team, from playing with Messi, being the number 10 of being the number 10 of Brazil, to come to PSG, and then he got injured and all that stuff. He was still a star guy. He was still the star man, even though he was injured. Now, he had a horrible World Cup. I'm gonna say horrible. I'm gonna go with it. Horrible World Cup. Excuse me. He missed a lot of action with PSG. Right after the it wasn't against Real Madrid. It was a game after Real Madrid. I think it was a game after Madrid. So he missed that the other Champions League game. He missed the rest of the season with League One. He missed. He pretty much just missed half the season. Okay. So now, with Neymar, not winning the World Cup, Mbappe winning the World Cup, is Mbappe the new star? I think so. He's the new star of PSG. He has a World Cup under his belt. He comes into practice, he's a world champion. Neymar is a clown. Okay? And there's no disrespect to Neymar. No disrespect. Why? Because he's a professional. Like I said before, he's a professional making millions while I'm here behind the phone, behind the mic, talking about him. Okay? If not, it would have been vice versa. But I personally think Mbappe is the new star of PSG. Now, I could be wrong. Neymar could still be the star of PSG. You tell me. I need to hear from you because I want to be right on things. Most of the time, I'm always right. That's not the point, though. Let me know. Is Mbappe the new star? I think so. I really think that Mbappe could be the new star of PSG. Winning a World Cup, it's huge. It's humongous. That's the biggest trophy of them all in the world of football. So let me know. Tweet us at MDF Podcast 1. If not, send us a message on Instagram. Okay? Next, we'll talk about Fernando Adi. Okay, who's that, Andres? Okay. Fernando Adi is a Nigerian player who plays for Portland Timbers. He recently signed with the new MLS expansion club, FC Cincinnati. He was just signed a couple hours ago. By the way, today is July 30th, and this is 9:30. So a couple hours ago, he signed with FC Cincinnati. They traded him for allocation money. Don't ask me how much. I have no freaking clue. I'll find out later. Don't tell me how much. Don't tweet me how much. He's played with the Portland Timbers since 2014. 126 games and 54 goals. That's not bad. And he's a striker. He's 6'4". That's actually pretty good for a 6'4" striker. That's actually fantastic. So good luck to him. It's a fantastic signing for FC Cincinnati, and he will be playing with FC Cincinnati starting, I guess, as early as their next game or maybe the next two games, because they're still in the United Soccer League, which is USL. For us here in the US, it's considered the second division, and he'll be playing with them until next season when they start. Yeah, next season. It's going to be exciting because they're a great team. If you get a chance, look up FC Cincinnati, their club. They're a really good team. Don't underestimate them just because they play in the USL, which is the second division. Doesn't mean they're not a good team, because they're a good team. I've watched a few of their games. So he's joining a great club, and I hope that I can't wait. I can't wait to see them next year, and it's 2019 MLS season. Alphonso Davies, who is that? Honestly, I don't know. Never heard of him until Bayern Munich signed him the other day. He is a Canadian international, and if you haven't seen what he's done for his current team, because I don't think he left yet, Vancouver Whitecaps, holy crap. Stop what you're doing right now. Or actually, no. Keep me in the background, but go on YouTube, type in Alphonso Davies, and look up how he's played for Vancouver Whitecaps. Dude, wonderful. Such a talented young kid. He's done great things at Vancouver Whitecaps, and now he's on his journey, a new journey, and he's headed to Bayern Munich, which is the biggest club in Bundesliga, in German league history. So holy shit, they got a lot of talent coming from one fucking guy. Last thing we're going to talk about is Ozil retiring from international duty. That's sad news. Why? Not only to Germany, but just to the football world itself. I honestly don't get it. I personally don't get it. Maybe I don't get it because I wouldn't say closed-minded. I'm open-minded, I guess you could say. But the German media treat him like crap. And they have been treating him like crap for many years. Now, as you all know, or if you don't know, I'll bring you up to speed. Mesut Ozil is not 100% German. He is part Turkish. And he was upset, and he still is upset, I'm pretty sure he is, that the German media would always criticize him when he didn't perform well for Germany. Now, you can't expect a star player, any player, matter of fact, any player, to play a great game 365 days a year. That's just not possible. You can't. Messi has his off days. Cristiano Ronaldo has his off days. Neymar has his off days. Mbappe has his off days. I can go on and on. All these players, they have off days. You can't just expect them to always, perform well. That's just not happening. It's a lot of pressure because you're playing for a country like Germany. It's Germany, a 4-time world champion. And then you're gonna play against any team. It could be Latvia you can have a bad game. It could be Iceland. You can have a bad game. France, Portugal, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, United States. You're not always guaranteed a good game just because you're Germany, or just because you're Portugal, or just because you're Brazil or Mexico. I can go on and on with team names. But they criticize him because he didn't perform well. And when they did criticize him, they called him Turkish. Now, that's wrong. You don't do that. Why would you criticize him? But why would you, first, before I even say what I was going to say, why would you criticize him when he loses because he's Turkish? But when he wins, and this came from him, when he wins, they call him German. Why? Why not represent both? When he wins, he's Turkish and German. When he loses, he's German and Turkish. Why does it have to be Turkish when he loses, German when he wins? That's not right, dude. That's really not right. That's fucked up in many ways. And he decided to retire from international duty. And I fully support him. Is it sad for the football world? Yes, because he did so much with the Germany international team. He won a youth championship. I can't remember which one it was, but the main one that he won with the German international team was the World Cup in 2014 when they beat Argentina 1-0. You know, so I just feel bad for that guy. You know what I'm saying? You can tell me don't feel bad because he's a professional, he's making this amount of money, blah blah blah. But that's that's a serious problem that happens a lot. And you who live in the U.S., you should know that there's a lot of racism and prejudice going around in this country, and maybe, I mean, not maybe, because I wouldn't know, around the world, you know. And it's I kind of get weird about conversations like this, but I have to speak out about it because it just bothers me. It gets to me that stuff like this happen to not only people outside of soccer, but people in soccer. And it's sad because, you know, you don't think that racism and prejudice happen around the world, even in 2018, but it really does. So, you know, I stand with Ozil, and if I'm not mistaken, earlier today, a lot of fans protested, standing with Ozil, that players like that shouldn't be treated that way. But so yeah, if I was there, I'd support, you know. So yeah, I just feel really bad for the guy because it's fucked up in many ways. But all right, guys, I guess yeah, I'll end that awkwardly. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have. And I guess Wednesday I'll come back on. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, that's it. That's it for tonight. I gotta get up and work tomorrow. So that was episode 23. It wasn't one of my best ones, but take care.